U.S. officials say around 7 mortar rounds landed in the embassy compound in Iraq early this morning. Attacks on our embassies are serious by definition, but at least no one got hurt, and the attack caused minor damage to the facility. No group has yet claimed responsibility for the strikes, but officials believe Iran-backed militias are behind them, and that sure should sound familiar. The assault was followed today by several other strikes on U.S. bases in Iraq and Syria, adding to the dozens of attacks against the U.S. since Hamas's October massacre in Israel. Meanwhile, as our troops brace for more attacks in the region, there are still urgent concerns over the 8 American hostages being held by terrorists in Gaza. Israeli forces are pushing deeper into Gaza's south, and they're also rounding up hundreds of Palestinians in the north, searching for Hamas terrorists. It is all part of Israel's vow to keep up its offensive until Hamas is completely destroyed and all hostages are freed. And on that front, the IDF today revealed that an operation just failed to free some of those hostages. Let's go to NewsNation's Robert Sherman live in Tel Aviv. Robert, what happened? What was this rescue mission, and why did it fail?
So what we know, Elizabeth, is that the IDF conducted this operation to try and get hostages out, and in the end, 2 of their soldiers were seriously injured. And while they said they killed a few Hamas soldiers, they did not come away with any hostages here. That's the information that the IDF is putting into the public sphere. But that's just a piece of the heavy fighting that we've seen in Gaza today. We saw close combat taking place in a school inside of the Gaza Strip as well that Hamas was using to hole up, and that fighting was taking place, battles taking place all over the Gaza Strip in both the north and south. And here's the thing, Elizabeth, is that we're learning more about this timeline tonight. That southern front in Khan Yunis, very much so in its early infancy, the IDF anticipating it's going to take weeks on end. And as you've heard all these calls for a ceasefire or another pause, the White House is saying they're not even close to another deal on that front yet. They're not close to another deal that would release hostages. So as things stand, the fighting is going to continue on.
Right, and the last deal collapsed when Hamas didn't hold up its end of the bargain to release all the female hostages. So, there are a lot of obstacles to another ceasefire deal here, right?
There are, and that's why they said that they're not even close to getting one across the table. And there are certain things that they're talking about getting more aid in, so we know that there are plans to begin the early processes of opening up another crossing in Kerem Shalom in order to investigate all of the aid supplies that are going in. That's a big point that the U.S. is making. But in terms of getting hostages out, that has stalled to this point in the public sphere.
Robert Sherman reporting on the latest developments tonight live from Israel. Thanks so much. All right.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.